it out. It's Hosley. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Quickly out to the tight end. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. On the move, it's Haynes. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Give to the running back. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row, or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
To the air, it's King. Flushed out of the pocket. Got his man downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets with the 1st and 10. Defense looks like they're coming. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
Oh, they're after him. Caught near the sticks. It's Rutherford. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line. On the move. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2.
Really nice job by the safety on that play, deep in their own end. They were ready for the quarterback run, and he was spying him the entire time. As soon as he saw the QB take off, he was able to rally to him and make a nice tackle.
Calls his own number. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together an 81-yard drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. quarterback making adjustments. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Not often does a game in Week 0 end up setting the tone for a season the way it did last year when Georgia Tech and Florida State met in Dublin. Man, were we fooled. FSU, preseason playoff contender, and Georgia Tech. I'll tell you what, they were paying to everybody all year.
They sure were, and they took that opportunity in Dublin, Ireland to make a statement. Everybody was talking about Florida State. Could they get to the national championship? And it was Brent Key getting his team fired up, ready to go. They came out and they ran all over Florida State.
And I don't think Florida State has recovered since. I mean, the season was an absolute disaster. This was the team that kind of started that off. So let's see if they can start off on a better foot.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Oftentimes, defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball...
There he goes! What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up 17. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He wants it all. And he's got it. Touchdown, Seminoles.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
And the extra point is good. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Hosley. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. To throw, it's King. The sure hands, it's Haynes. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
He's past the 30. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And the Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch and coming up with a big play.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down, but they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Finds a man on the right. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to throw. It's Castellanos. He's going for a big play downfield. Wide open. He makes the catch. The 10. Touchdown, no. Once he got some room, it was over.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play. Nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Finds some fresh air. Oh, he's got some space. Running through contact. Touchdown, Florida State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Great decision by the quarterback, and there's a danger on defense. When you play man coverage against this guy, when you've got DBs and their backs are turned to the QB, if you're not careful, he'll just tuck it and run and take off, and by the time all those DBs and defenders had turned around, it was way too late. He was gone.
Back to pass, it's Castellanos. He's into the end zone. The 2-point conversion makes it a 2-possession game and a 9-point lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. This is ultra-aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Quarterback will keep it. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Leaves it with the back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line. They're bringing the chop. They're pitch to the wideout. He makes a grab. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. The Yellow Jackets are in the hurry-up. Defense looks as if it's coming. Looking downfield, it's Kane. Trying to find the end zone. He gets it in. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got it. Two-point conversion is good, and now they trail by only one. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. I don't know what this says about trusting your defense, but they're going for an early onside kick down one possession. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling here.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right? Be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw it. Got it in the middle, it's McCoy. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. And the Seminoles are on the move. He might want another play. To the air, it's Castellanos. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit close.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Well, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Looking for space. It's Haynes.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Haynes. Gets away from one, finds room. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
Boy, they want to get this back right now, lining up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air, it's Castellanos. Snagged in the middle, it's Alcha. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. We reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Just going to keep it after the snap. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Brings up 2nd down.
The Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The short hands, it's Alcha. Breaks into the open. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Noles racing to the line in the hurry-up. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Touchdown, Noles! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He's got it. 2-point try as good as they build on this lead. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man, it's King. Using the quick game.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive game.
They get to him as he throws. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the Dome. They'll try to pick up the first through the air, looking to buy time. He'll pull it down across the 45. Smashes ahead. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, here he has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Dropping back, it's King. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on second down. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just great.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Scanning the field, it's Castellanos. He lets it fly. He's got it inside the 25. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
With the score, Florida State 39, Georgia Tech 36.
The Yellow Jackets will line up to kick off and start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Makes the catch. It's Alchuk. Turning it on. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. No huddle offense to the line. It's almost almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Well, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
On the move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. This is a designed run. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Into the end zone he goes. 2-point conversion is good, and the lead stands at 11. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hoffman. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Back to throw, it's King. Finds his man, it's Rivers. There he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
It's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Grab near the sticks. It's Haynes. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. This defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some cheers. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience, bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Back to pass, it's King. Forced out of the pocket. Powers through. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. They're They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Alchuk. Crosses the 30. He's got to wait. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. The Seminoles headed quickly to the line.
Well, we knew this quarterback could put up some monster numbers. He is putting on a clinic in this game. He now has over 400 yards passing.
They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Alchuk. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And the Noles will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. It's complete to the left. Oh, he's got it. Headed to the end zone. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after a big play up top.
Video game type numbers now for this QB. He has been virtually unstoppable, and you know the Heisman voters are taking account of what he has done here in this game. He's got over 450 passing yards now.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stockton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these 2 guys so far as you check out their numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking for a man. It's King. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll try to do it himself. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving...
Fires toward the end zone. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Takes it the other way.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock, give them the ball back in an opportunity like this.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Back to throw, it's King. Grabbed in the middle, it's Rutherford. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Keeps it himself and gets to first. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, it's so hard to get drives together because the clock starts to be your enemy. Really heads-up play by the quarterback. Get in the first down, get out of bounds, and stop the clock.
Got a man. It's Rutherford.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, good touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Dropping back, it's King. Finds his man down the middle. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and they trail by just 4.
And no bones about it for this offense. 5 wide receivers, find the space, find the matchup. He identified it. Nice 2-point conversion play.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and Dave, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40.
White 18, Rocky switch. White 18, Rocky switch.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And the Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Get ready.
The offense changing the play.
Easton.
Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Buys a little time. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
It's the 4th quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a 1-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need to score badly. We got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. They want that clock to run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. This game right now is sort of still in the balance. And after a long drive by the offense on third down, the defense able to make a play, get a hit on the target, knock it loose for an incompletion. And now it's decision time if you're on offense. What do you do here on fourth?
Dead center perfect. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. From the gun, running back gets to give. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Patterson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. The give to the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's King. Throwing right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Hosley. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man, it's Hosley. Run out of bounds, they'll spot him at the 24. The Yellow Jackets can really attack on this second and short. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. He makes the catch. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Snaps it in the shotgun. Unleashes to the end zone. Last chance, and he's got it. He's got it for the touchdown. And they can send it to overtime with the kick. Or do they dare try to win it here?
And with that touchdown, you could hear a pin drop in the stadium. The home field crowd taken out of it right away. If they get the extra point, they tie it up. What a momentum-shifting touchdown by the offense.
Back to throw, it's King. It's incomplete. The try for